Hi, Taurus. This is Just with your July 1st, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Taurus, some of you, I have to tell you that for some of you, you may be experiencing a loss. Okay. For some of you, this may not have happened just yet. It may be imminent. Now, for some of you that I'm speaking to, you know this, you know it's coming, and it may involve your parents, one or both, but I get probably one of them. It could just be age, right? Older age. And they need you. They need your assistance. They need your help, or you're taking care of them. They may be back and forth in the hospital. But I get when it comes to an elderly parent, some of you are realizing that the time is limited. Okay. And you may not know how to deal with that. You may not know exactly what to do about it. So yeah, I do see kind of having to deal with imminent change. Now, others of you, there's imminent change here. Imminent, okay? Change is happening. And some of you, your challenge this week is trying to kind of balance out a family situation, balance out your finances, balance out a long-standing situation with either you and another person, or you and, like I said, a family or group dynamic. You're really not going to be sure how to either keep it afloat and balanced, or even get it balanced back again. Okay. Some cracks in that foundation has made it very difficult to get everybody on the same page. And for some of you, it could just be, you have these amount of children, two of them can come together and you all can have a great day. All four of them is impossible, right? You can't have them all four of the children because someone doesn't speak to the other person. It's just the family dynamic is completely broke down, or challenged in some way. And it's kind of, for some of you, you're trying to see how can everyone get back together and be solid again. And you may be playing family in your mind quite a bit at this time. Yeah, you may be playing family quite a bit. And that makes sense because the sun will be highlighting your fourth house as we get to the latter part of July. So that may start to creep up relatives, family members, and that sort of thing. And that's kind of what I'm seeing now. Some of you could have, I just get a huge choice. A huge choice needs to be made here. Some of you may feel like you're disinterested in certain things in your life because you're trying to get an understanding. You're trying to, something has come out, okay? But even though it's come out, you got to keep it a secret, okay? So you've heard of something came out, but you can't tell anyone, you're keeping it quiet. And it's like you guys have the weirdest reading, because I did see there being this leaving, dropping something and literally moving, or dropping something, not stressing about it. And because you don't give it any more, importance, you get more peace in your life. Those are the cards that kind of fell out. But here in your spread, it definitely speaks to not having the intuitive insight to make a decision, but then you get it, but then you're deciding to keep it within yourself, or something comes out, but you keep it to yourself. And this could be, you've gotten a green light to make a move, to go here, to do that, but you're keeping it to yourself. You get very clear, and there's a huge decision that you make. It's like, as soon as you thought this wasn't going to go through, or this isn't going to happen, or maybe I shouldn't do this, by midweek, and for some of you, this is going to be mid-month, because I get what you're reading, because you have these majors. You got a lot of major arcanas in your spread. That doesn't necessarily happen all in a week. It has to do with this eclipse, and Cancer is in your third house. So there is to do with transportation, relatives. Have I spoken about all of those things, management, those sorts of things, and a lot of third house stuff you have to look into. But it speaks to you making this decision midway through. You make it. And this eclipse goes into, I believe, November. So if it's not all in this particular week, it will be like the next 3 months that you're dealing with this imminent change, like a bow face. But it's not a going back. It is a moving forward, but you just weren't sure. And for some of you, this path forward will be completely new. It's not what you're thinking right now. It isn't going to be in the direction that you anticipate. It's going to be someplace completely new, but it's destined. It's karmic. The wheel is just not turning in your favor right now. But as we get closer to the end of the week, the wheel does go in your favor and you get clear about a situation. You may hold off on revealing something until the time is right. It may not be for the next couple of months, as I said, before you reveal something to someone. Okay. I feel that someone may have thought that they gotten one over on you, or they've kept something from you. But it came to you. Okay. And you learned something is what it looks like to me. Now, some of you, this can be a good or bad money month or money week. I keep wanting to say the month. So take this week's reading as energies that could play out throughout the month. But money's like, if some of you were at a high position financially, or money was coming in really good, that may end. So some of you could lose your career. You can get a reduction in force. There could be layoffs. There could be, literally, like I said, imminent changes to where your status once was. And then there's like a starting anew, having to kind of start from the beginning. Some of you could just be at a completion, right? So if you do, like I said, commission-based business, if you work off of commissions, your own business, where your efforts, you get what you put in, right? That is going to change, and you'll start a new cycle of making money, a new way of making money, a new project or account in your job. So there's some newness that's happening here. Something is ending, and like a new thing you've already been working on. You're going to put more time and attention into that to gain you more income. Okay. But some of you could feel like you're in lack. See, others of you, you're going through this transition, but others of you are in a place of lack, and you don't feel like things are happening in your favor, and you're mourning, your losses. So for those of you that can attest to that and say, yeah, I am the person that, money is really funny and things aren't going my way, and I'm getting no's and no one's calling me back. Your emotional state is directly connected to your reality in your worldly life. So your finances, career, job, even the business that you run. If those things are going against you, you have to look at your mental and emotional stability, because if it's lacking, it's going to tie into your finances. You do have karma all here. So some of you are experiencing negative karma right now, and others of you are experiencing good karma. So it just depends on what side of the pendulum that you're on. By week's end, I feel like you guys kind of get active. I mean, if this is not you kind of moving about, taking care of a lot of things, this could be someone coming back into your life out of nowhere. And it's like this person, you don't know exactly what they're up to. You don't know exactly what they have under their sleeve. Someone could be planning something strategically, trying to move. I see an end, though. I see an end. So someone may be trying to hide something from you. I don't feel like that's going to work. If someone's trying to hide something from you, I don't feel like it's going to work. Major changes, though, Taurus, this week. Major changes. Again, it may not all be felt in this week. It could be literal passings, but there's an end, a change, a death to something that is familiar to you. I do want to look and see what comes after this death. A healing. I do feel that something ends, but whatever this ending is, it kind of results in there being a healing. So some of you may be able to work on this family dynamic that may be problematic. Some of you may just let it go. Whatever it is that you've learned from someone, and you're keeping it secret, you just may let that go. Not even bring it up, just let it go. Because I don't see someone kind of ratting the other person out. I see someone, this person comes in and out, in and out. You have somebody around you that's in and out, and they may have snuck out of your life or snuck in. They're trying to sneak back into your life, or they've snuck out of your life, and here they come again. But the tactics that they take now isn't going to work, because you're on a major transformation. Taurus is in your, Uranus is in your sign. So things aren't going to work out the way some people plan. Now, when it comes to matters of love, I see that you may have been spying on someone. because you know people have been keeping secrets, so that you can come to a clear decision of what you need to do next. There's a challenge in working things out with someone that you possibly have had a long-standing relationship with, or you've wanted that from this person, because you do feel like there's a lot of lies and secrets and things hidden. I don't feel like you're answering their calls. You're not being responsive or open to this person. And it's like you're keeping things to yourself. There's some things that you just feel inherently. I know this person is lying on me. I know this person isn't being honest with me. I know, like but you don't know, because you haven't gotten complete confirmation. Some of you may have spied, and you know some things, but you don't know the full picture. So it's not, you don't know the full story, but you just know. It's like, I can't tell you how I know, but look, I just know. I know, right? And it's like some of you, especially if you're a Taurus woman, or maybe the lives and the women in the lives of Taurus men, there's a woman that here, or you Taurus women, you do love this individual, but the will never seems to move forward. It always, like, you keep replaying this cycle with someone. You keep playing this cycle with someone. Okay. And, even though it's been a reversal of fortune in this, like, you thought this was going to be your person. And as time has gone on, and you realize that, oh no, this is not going to be my person. This is like a karmic relationship. And the cycle never seems to end. You want out of it. You want out of it. And you want out, and with the least amount of pain that you can muster. Like, you don't want to go through the complete heartbreaking pain in order to realize that you don't need to be with this person anymore. And you're coming to the conclusions of it on your own. Now, if you're a Taurus man, this could be happening to you. You may have juggled a couple of women, or been less than honest. And this woman, again, she's coming to some form of conclusion as to what she wants to do with this relationship, because she's changing. And actually, her life is completely changing. Okay. So some of you, if you had someone, especially if you're single and you've been in you're dating and you're kind of contemplating someone very significant, this person may have been going through a challenging time when they reached out to you, right? You didn't expect to hear from this person. And it's like, I feel if there's any type of play going on where someone isn't being very honest, or someone kind of dips in your life and dashes out of your life, they come around, you don't really know what the hell is going on with them. They're very strategic in how they're explaining things. Deep down inside that there's things that's being hidden. You may have even found out some things, but you're keeping it to yourself. This is getting ready to end. This back and forth person that comes in, leaves out, this is completely about to end. And a healing is going to come out of this back and forth relationship that you've had with another person. Even if it was something, it could have been a side situation. Even if you guys are single and you're like, yeah, I'm single and I'm kind of seeing this person, but things aren't necessarily working out the way I would like it to work out. All of that's coming to an end. That's your eclipse energy that I'm seeing this particular week. Things that are half-assed, things that's holding you back, things that's making you stagnant, that's not giving you this Fool card energy, because that's in your foundation. So that's what you're looking at. You want this, you want to start over, something where there's deep love, there's deep connection. And again, take the disappointment away, get very clear, cut people out that isn't giving you, again, that Fool energy. That's coming to an end. It's changing. The will was stuck. The will was going in the opposite direction, which wasn't seeing any progression. That's changing. Your life is definitely changing, and you really don't know where your life is headed. So you guys, I'm telling you, you don't know where your life is heading in the next 10 months. Okay. For some of you, it'll be by October, or by Virgo season, Virgo or Scorpio season. If not, then it'll be in 10 months time. You'll look back and say, well, damn it, I did not think I would be here. It's that type of thing. It's like major changes about to happen. You don't see this coming. Like, you don't see it coming. You may sense it, and then you're like, no. Like, I think, but no, I don't know. But it seems like it. Change is coming. Imminent change is coming. So the end to this back and forth with this person, I feel that your idea of what you thought could be with this person, that comes to an end, and you start to really focus on you building your bricks, brick by brick, rung by rung, and just starting out new. It's bittersweet because you look back at that person and you think like, wow, we could have been something, or you could have been something. But you look at this person like you're stuck. You may look at this person like there's something not right with you. Right? You've not evolved. You may think that this person may have evolved or should have evolved, but you're like, no, you've not evolved, and you're going to let it go. Or they may let it go with you, but ultimately speaking, someone's going to put a period at the end of this on again, off again, this back and forth, this karmic situation, because a new cycle is coming in for Taurus, or a new cycle is coming in for this person. I feel more strongly for the woman here. This cycle is changing drastically for her. So Taurus women, or the women in the lives of Taurus men, there's a huge cycle that's getting ready to start for this woman. And it probably would crank back up when Jupiter goes direct in August. So some of you, if you're having a fling with someone and something's telling you, I don't know if, this is going to work out, it won't. And you'll probably get the confirmation by the end of the week. Okay. Others of you, there looks like there can be a new start, though, like the end of the back and forth, the end of the on again, off again, the end of this person with the sketchy kind of way of doing things, that comes to an end. And then there's healing that can happen in this relationship. Okay. And there's going to be an intent working. I'm not going to say working together. You guys may be working independently and trying to overcome any toxic connection. Yeah, you're going to take a step back. You're going to take a huge step back from what isn't serving you, or this person will, because this may include other people, family members may be involved. Like, it's a lot going on. And the best thing to do is edit this relationship down to where you're only focusing on yourself, or you're putting more of the focus on yourself, and you're really going to have to take a break. Now, for some of you, you're in a very karmic relationship with someone. Yeah, there can definitely be some interferences here. It could be a third party situation. You guys are constantly going through the same cycle, letting this person back in. That's going to stop. And again, you're going to choose day by day to focus on you, to get the healing that you need, to get away from this devil energy with this person, where they can ruin your whole day. They can control your whole life to some extent. Okay. Because I do feel like some of you, you're not going to end. And some of you have very stable marriages and healthy relationships. It's just, you kind of step out at times, which isn't good. But I feel like you're going to learn your lesson. If you've been stepping out, you will learn your lesson from this person. They were put in your life to teach you a major lesson, and you probably will be learning that by week's end. So in the extended, we're going to look more at you and this person. We're going to look at your love life, of what you can expect and what's going to come out of this imminent change that's happening for you guys. Okay. So down the line, what would your love life be like? Will it be with this person? Will it be with someone new? Because there's changes that's happening here. Endings are happening along with new beginnings. Where life felt very stagnant, it now starts to move forward in a major way, but it doesn't happen without something dying first. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. If you would like to share, if you would like to look deeper into this, click the link below. If you would like to share with us how this resonates, please do so in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. If you want something personal with me, I can be reached at the beginning and into this video, as well as the description box below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.